all, and then, oop, not what I wanted. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I wanted either. No, sticker? Hold on. What's, uh, hold on. Are you like me? And put that shit up there. I guess just, oh, no, now it's like in my way. So why can't I move this shit? Oh, I can. Hey! Fucking did that shit. How are y'all? How are you guys doing? My live will probably glitch because it always does on this phone, but it's okay. I don't really care that it does that shit. Good evening. Oh, there we go. How is everyone? We just chilling. Hey. Still have my TikTok live stream like open, but I'm not really. If y'all want to follow my TikTok, it should be in my bio. Because I I was just at Jackson's and I'm like bored. So that's why I'm here. Why are you awake? Why are you on my live? It's okay. I love that you're on my live. We need to hang out, bro. If you were allowed to like sneak out or some shit, I would be picking you up right now and we'd be on live together. I'm from the USA, from the East Coast. Where are y'all from? If I put this on? Oh, wait, what if I turn this one off? Keep this one on. You can see me better. Oh, shawty. Queens, Long Island. That's cool. I don't want YouTube to flag me too. TikTok already did. Got a bunch of necklaces on, but they're like tangled. Leaving the leprechaun at 11. Yeah, I know. This shaggy blonde bangs are girl things. Yeah, that's me. Except my bangs are kind of like. I'm Vadi. Thank you. I know. How's everybody? How's everyone? What are we doing? Is my seat all the way back? It is. I wish I could play music at the same time as being live, but I can't because I'm in my car. But also because I would get copyrighted like I have before, even though the music was really quiet. I think it was like a Suicide Boys song or something. Well, I know I was listening to Suicide Boys that day. No sleep on rapping my dreams. That's a good song. If y'all listen to that. I don't like this. I don't even know how to turn it off. No, I know. Yeah, that's type shit. See a girl like you, wish you could find. That's so real. That's what I do with my friends. We just go places. We go on like adventures and shit sometimes. Go to like abandoned places, smoke, spray paint, stuff like that. It's really fun. Or like we just chill in the car, listen to music, smoke, talk, shit like that. I've never been to a rave though, I'll tell you that. I've never been to one. Who sleep on rubber my dreams. Need some chopstick. Hold on. I can even get it. Well, I was doing it on my TikTok live and I immediately, like, when I say immediately, I mean immediately got restricted to some, like, audiences, which might just be, like, 18 or, like, under 18 is maybe the only restricted one, which is already how my YouTube is, or supposed to be. But, hey, not all baddies vape. I was a baddie before I started vaping, as I started vaping this year. I was a baddie before that, and I did not vape. Actually, it's a funny story. I used to be so against vaping. They get cancer, that's true. Yeah, I use foggers. Mine's blue raz. I have blue raz and strawberry ice. Strawberry ice tastes exactly like a ring pop. So I was like, if I need to quit, I'll just start buying ring pops. Be like, oh, same thing. And low-key blue raz obviously tastes like a lollipop, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, funny story. So like a couple years ago, I was so against vaping that my friend, her vape died. She asked to borrow my charger at a sleepover, and I said no. That's how against vaping I used to be. I was like, I'm not going to support that by letting you borrow my charger. But yeah, and then I started like hitting my friends' vapes and being like, oh, I'm not going to buy my own. And then I bought 4. So, yeah. But I heard that like flavored nicotine is going to be banned or some shit. So, you want to see it? Blue Raz Fogger. Yummy. I'm hungry. I know. You see, like, once I do something, it's just a downward, like, slope or whatever it's called. And, like, that's just how it be. I'm okay with that, honestly. I'm okay with it. Where's my battery? Oh, I got my prom ticket, by the way. Are you going to prom? Sammy? Are you going to prom? Because we should go together. Because I'm literally going with no one. Kid you not, I'm going with nobody. So, we should go together. Hello. I should have put my poll as, do you vape? Yes or no? Because I never hate on anyone for, like, not vaping or vaping, because you don't have your ticket? That's not good. There's only specific days that, because you get the permission slip, because you have to get the permission slip, get it signed, which I knew my mom was going to sign it, but yeah, anyway, you have to get it signed. I am 18. I'm turning 19 this year. I'm not a minor, I'll tell you that. You're jobless? Yeah, I need to get a different job, one that pays more, and I need to work like full-time hours or something this summer. I'm just stating facts. But yeah, so you need to get your permission slip like signed, and then you need to turn it in. Today was the last day that you could do it without like late fees. Today was, and it was during lunches, and then I went in late because I left school early just to like leave, and I got tropical smoothie and stuff, and then I came back and I went to the office and was like, hey, I need to get my ticket because here's my permission slip, and luckily the lady was there, so she gave me my ticket. But yeah, so you're gonna have to pay like a late fee. I don't know how much the fee is, but they posted about it on Instagram, and it's also in like Well, it's on Instagram, but it's also, they also put it on the announcements, and it's probably in emails as well. You're in New York? I've only been to New York like once. That's so cute. I have a prom board that was for like dress ideas, but there was no point, I guess, because I ended up getting a dress. Well, I didn't even pick it out. It was one that my mom found at a thrift store, and then she was like, "That would look really good on you. You should wear it for prom." And I was like, "Okay." So I didn't even have to spend any money on my dress or get what I wanted because, but it'll look good on me anyway, or it does. I've got it tailored and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, Sam. All right. Well, you're gonna have to like. You're just gonna have to get like. I don't know how much money it is. I would ask her something tomorrow. I didn't mean to leave. My bad, bro. I don't have any pictures of my prom dress, but obviously I'll take pictures during prom and then post them, and probably videos and stuff like that. But it's blue. I don't know how much prom is, but no, it's not $120. I think it's just $100. Um, what's good, Trey? Oh. Anyway, yeah, my dress is blue, which is perfect because I'm blonde, so I know it already like looks fine and everything. And Jackson obviously doesn't want to go. I don't need a tall, white, handsome man to take me to prom. I want to go with my friends, or my friend, I guess, because I don't have like a bunch of, like, I'm not going with a friend group or anything. I didn't plan to go with anybody. Like, I just was like, I'm just gonna be there and see everyone. Because Jackson doesn't want to go, which I'm not like surprised. Graduated freaking 2 years ago, like, and he just does not like that place, right? He does not like our school. What is that? Oh my god, my nails don't let me do anything. Jackson's my boyfriend that I've been with for essentially 2 years. My people who've followed me, the leprechaun, people who've followed me on YouTube for like a while already know who he is. And of course, Sammy knows because she's my best friend. Bro, what? I'm getting like lore. Well, I'm not getting lore. I'm just getting like information that's not even, whatever. No sleep, I'm rubbing my dreams. But yeah, I don't have like any drink or anything. My mouth is already getting dry. And I've been hungry for a while. I don't know what to eat when I get home. I have nail glue all over my nails. I've never even been to Wawa. I've never been to Wawa. I've never been to Chipotle. I've never been to Cookout. I don't believe I've ever been to Arby's. I went to Cava for the first time this year. McDonald's is obviously open, but, I mean, I could get McDonald's. But I don't know if I want to do that. If I do that, I would just keep my live on and just go. But I don't know. Like, I need to stop spending my money. That's the thing. I really need to stop spending my money. It's so bad. but I don't know what to eat at home. And also, like, well, I cut the grass today. It should be fine. Like, if I just, well, I just don't want to, like, eat all their shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but I should really be waiting to, like, actually provide food for myself until I live with myself. Your friend who's been here, Lynn Haven Mall, where is that? I don't even know where that is. I don't think I've ever been there. And I've been here since 4th grade. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been there. So it's been 8, almost 9 years that I've been here, and I've literally never been to Lynn Haven Mall. No sleep, I'm rubbing my dreams. You mean I'm telling you because I'm the one who can drive. We should actually go though. Yo, Smokey Stew, how are you doing? There's a shed on my sleeve. You know what? Let me get my. So, how's everybody? We got 10 people on here. Hey! Y'all are goated for being on my live. It's not gonna do shit. He's ass, it's empty! Valid. Yeah, I know. I think my parents get like, well, I hope they don't get my YouTube notifications, but they might actually. I almost said LOL out loud. No, genuinely, what's funny about that, Smoky Stew, is that, I don't know if you're still here, but my mom actually was like, you might as well just smoke real cigarettes at this point. Like, as a joke, though. Because then she was like, well, the tar, and, you know what I mean. Yeah, you're right. Both are bad. All is bad. But you know who doesn't care anymore? And I feel like that just happens to a lot of people. I just stop caring. New Hampshire. Yeah. Can't believe you're moving that far from me. It's so depressing. Go sleep, I'm rubbing my dreams. That's stuck in my head. Oh, shit. 12 people! Close that now. Good night, Smoky Stew. Sleep well. No sleep, I'm rubbing my dreams. I gotta stop. Taking my shoes off. Because I still need a shower. I'm not showering tonight then, because it's already too late. But if I wake up early enough, I can shower in the morning. I should have put my poll as, are y'all showering tonight? Like, some random shit. I could probably do that still. Oh. It's not morning for me, but good morning to you. Oh, yeah, mine isn't, Emily isn't like super active, you know what I'm saying? It is every once in a while, but Yeah, it's not been like super active for like a while. You and I are twinning, because I genuinely feel like sometimes our like severity like matches up, and or like the frequency of like how active our tics are low key matches up sometimes. I feel like, well, Emily and Tristan are just like, they just go together. They're just meant to be. Our ticky ones exactly. Hello. I'm tired of this shit. It's fucking empty. It's only 1 gram, and I paid $40 for it. And I had to get another one too, so I paid $80 in total for the exact same thing twice. And then 20 more for my vapes. So $100 just on this shit. Well, not like shit, but you know what I'm saying. I call everything shit. Winking at you aggressively. Oh, thanks, Tristan. I'm not good at winking. That looked so automatic. I was like, get them for 15? Damn. Well, what are you getting? You mean vapes or carts for 15? And how many grams if it's carts? Because for me, I mean, I was getting like from 5 to 8 grams between like $50 and $100. Mr. Lizard, yeah. I'm like, or, yeah. It's like a frog blink or whatever. But suddenly, I got 1 gram for 40. Nice. Wow. Wow, I paid over twice that. Over twice that amount for my 1 gram. And it like doesn't even hit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hit my friend's cart today, and I got so fucking high. And I was like, oh my god. Hi, Danny. I was like, yeah, this isn't good. I was like too high for a while. And that, I just haven't really had that happen to me in a hot minute. Well, yeah, of course there's more expensive ones, but I mean, if you're getting 1 gram for 15, that sounds pretty good. It's like you shouldn't do that. I know. 6, 7. Fuck. No. No. Hey, how are you, bro? How are you? How you been? No, because yeah, but when I was high then, I I was really high then during that day, but it was not too high, because when I say too high, I mean like I was starting to like freak out a little bit. Next month is your birthday? Hell yeah. Oh my god. Fire and Ice brand's good. That's good. Yeah, I never really care about the brand. I just kind of get what I get, you know? Because I can't buy it myself. Because, well, actually, if I go, there's a different vape shop that I haven't gone to, and apparently they don't ID there. No, you're wrong. Arfa Latour. I've been smoking for a year. Like, consistently for a year, I mean. Like, every day. And no, it's not normal, because obviously it's normal to get paranoid, but I mean, like, I was too high to where I was having so much trouble, like it was uncomfortable. Marijuana, yeah, but not. I'm using carts because it's more convenient, but I do smoke actual weed sometimes with friends and stuff like that. She is so lame about who's she? Who are we talking about right now? Anyway, but yeah, I haven't gotten like high. Like every time I smoke it, like just my tolerance, I guess, is so high. But today when I hit my friend's cart, it just hit me so different. Like, and I think I just took too much of it. You know, underestimating the what, like how, I guess how strong I was or something. And I was trying to do an assignment, and I was like reading, and it was like so. Why are you fishing for attention, bro? Anyway, so it was like I was doing this assignment, and when I was reading the questions and answers, like, well, I think they are, but it doesn't matter. I really don't care. Anyway, and it was like blurry, like so hard for me to focus on it. And I remember, like, I think I was sweating and stuff, and I don't know. And my heart was really, and I felt like my heart was beating really fast, and I was like trying to like move and like lock in, you know, I was trying to lock in. It took me a minute. Obviously, it ended up wearing down, and I was okay, but I was like, no. I told my friend, I was like, bro, I was just too high. Like, nobody knew. Well, if you don't want to hear me say like a bunch, then just don't watch my live.
OMG, that story was so awesome. Not.
Round of applause for Aristotle. You're so funny, bro. Got the whole crowd laughing. I mean, it's your whole generation, okay? Then I don't know why you're saying it to me. Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I have a job, and I don't say like when I'm working like that. But if I'm just talking, you know, just having a conversation. If I'm just talking in a community where people will... Christopher Wellman! Bro! No, Sammy, listen. Alright, you're just being annoying, Aristotle. You do realize that, like, nobody gives a fuck. If you want to be interactive, like, just say something and I'll interact with you. But, hey, Mr. Fake Nam, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? My tics have been pretty good. Yeah, you were right, Christopher Wellman. So, listen, Sammy, he has 4... Also, I love how my brain literally calls you both Miranda and Sammy, like, at the same time. So, I'll just say whichever one. Thank you. One's gold, one's silver, because I wear both. You can talk about that, man. If you know what that is, go ahead and talk about it. Aristotle, if you know what elucidating quantum tunneling is, go ahead and talk about it, and then I'll respond. Thank you, Mr. Fake Name. You have one ear pierced. That's cool. Anyway, listen, Miranda, Sammy, same thing. Christopher Wellman has 4 different, that I know of already. Thank you, Kylie. Has 4 different YouTube accounts that he comments on my video with, and then he will use one of his accounts, and he will say something, and then he'll reply to himself with a different one of his YouTube accounts. And the reason why I know that it's him is because in one of the comment sections, he used like all 3, or I mean all, I think it was maybe 3 of his accounts, or maybe it was all 4, but he was like, you're weird, or I don't know what he said, and then he replied to himself saying, you're weird, and then he replied to himself again with his other account saying, you created me, so you're weird first. And then he responded with another one of his accounts. Well, I don't think he could be a sugar daddy. I saw one of his videos, and it looked like he was living in, like, his house, or wherever he was. Bro. He did not have money. Thank you. But yeah, it was really funny. He was like responding to himself, and then he was like, you're both weird. But it was with his own accounts, and also because when I would see the different accounts say stuff, it all sounded exactly the same. Like, the way that he says things, I was like, wow, that sounds very much like Christopher Wellman. Come to find out, it's all Christopher Wellman! Literally. He has one that's the Pillsbury Dough Person, is the account. One that's Christopher Wellman, one that's like Panda or some shit like that. I don't even know what it is. So I'm like, alright, bro. Why are we obsessed with commenting on my YouTube channel that we're using all 4 accounts and then talking to yourself? How bored is this guy? Bro, Sammy, I was working and this old black guy with like missing teeth, and the reason why I said he's black is gonna make sense in a second. I'm just describing him, but I was taking his order. Nah, he's he's not a bot. Anyway, this guy, I was taking his order, and immediately when he looked at me, he was like, "You're so sexy," and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And I keep trying to, I'm taking his order. Oh, thank you, Tristan, for adding my Insta. Um, um, yeah, and then he was like, "You're so so hot, you're so sexy," and I was like trying to take his order, and then he kept looking at me, and after I finished taking his order, he's like, "Do you like dark chocolate?" And I go, "Are you asking me what I think you're asking me?" He goes, "Do you like chocolate?" And I'm like, "Oh, what?" And I don't know how to respond to that because for one, I'm just working. You know what I'm saying? Two, technically, the food. I love chocolate. I like milk chocolate better. Food wise, you know what I'm saying? Third of all, even though I don't owe this guy anything and I don't know him, it's like, what if I say no? Then is it like, oh, you're racist, you don't like black people? So I was just like, oh, I guess so. Have a great day. Ah! And it reminded me of this one time where this other old guy came to the drive-thru and was like, I should take you on a ride on my motorcycle sometime. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, not like actually like I would do that. I was just like, oh yeah, that's neat. Um, yeah, all the freaking men at Chick-fil-A. And then I told my friend, and then one of my coworkers was like, wait, you need to tell me when someone does something like this. And I was like, girl, I'm 18. And she was like, oh yeah, thinking that you're like my 17-year-old. I'm like, nah. So it's not like a big deal. Like I can't be like, oh, but because they're also not harassing. If they're just saying that, and it's not like they're coming after me or like repeatedly. I only saw these people once. Um, so the regulars tend to be the ones that are actually really nice. Yeah, my tics are like, one of my most active ones is a snort sound. Sorry, now I'm talking about it. Obviously my motor tics, like my eyebrow tics, those ones are really common. I ticked 6-7 earlier, along with the hand motion, but that's only happened once. I don't buy into the victim behavior. Who are you talking to? Who's being a victim? I'm actually genuinely like, please elaborate, please. I'm very interested in what your story is. Who's the victim? What are we talking about? Because I never said anything about being a victim. I literally said, I'm an adult, and it wasn't a big deal, and I didn't get mad at anyone. I didn't care. I just like kind of went along with it and then moved on after I finished taking their order and they left. So nobody ever claimed to be a victim, so I'm not really sure what your false claims are about there. You're the one fishing for attention saying that, so. You're agreeing. I don't know what you're talking about. You're agreeing to not buying into it. But if somebody genuinely was getting harassed, you'd have to take that into consideration. Victim isn't always a behavior, it's a real thing. I don't know how often my tics are. Especially considering like the difference between motor and vocal ones. I don't really have to deal with them in public. I mean, even when they were worse, it was like, it doesn't stop me from doing anything. I did have a tic attack the other day, but it was very short. It was like, speaking of seizure looking, it was one where I genuinely like Well, it's not about being hit on that's a problem. It was the fact that she thought I was a minor and that this guy was calling me sexy and asking if I would fuck a black man because he's black and he was into me. She thought I was still a minor, which is why that mattered. And I was like, well, I'm not, so it's not a big deal. Even when I was a minor and people did that, I didn't make a big deal about it. Other people did. They were like, yeah, he's like doing whatever. And I was like, okay, you know. Even when it was somebody that genuinely like groomed me, like somebody that would come back every week, multiple times a week, and then see me. Bro just said, don't be a victim. You do realize that nothing you're saying is actually supporting you, right? I know you're trying to be like supportive, but you can't tell someone not to be a victim. No one chooses if they're going to be a victim or not. I just happened to be in a situation where it wasn't a bad thing. Like, it was okay. But if somebody I don't know. Who's Alex? Oh, Alex! Oh my god. I'm actually slow, Sammy. I'm fucking slow. Blue Jeep guy. Alex. Yes, that's exactly who I was talking about. 35-year-old man when I was 17. Had a crush on me. My fault for reaching out to him first. I know. But he knew. He knew. And he would send, you know what? Anyway. He gave me his cologne. And the people at work were like, he likes you. And I was like, nah. So, well, honestly, Tourette's, for one, is supposed to get better over time. Two, the frequency changes. You know, when I was a kid, there was a time where they were more severe, and then there was a time where they were more mild. And I mean, like, years on end where they were mild. And then it got really severe, and then it slowly got better. And it just depends on the situation. When I was in Philadelphia, my tics were a little more active because I was excited. I have coprolalia. It didn't go away. It just, usually when fuck, now I'm thinking about it. Usually when I'm happy is when I'll take bad words because my Tourette's just becomes more active when because when you get nervous, when you're in public and there's a lot of energy around, or when you're excited, stuff like that triggers the tics and makes them more active. So, but also weed helps a lot too. Somebody asked me on my trip if weed helps my Tourette's. I was like, absolutely. I hope my friend brings her cart to school tomorrow. Because I've been letting her. Your stomach up to your throat? What do you mean, shiver? Like, you mentioned stomach, and then I immediately had a stomach tic that I've had since I was really little, where I like roll my stomach. Like I want to explain it, but it's really hard to explain. Hold on a second. I can show you. Bro, I left my bra at my boyfriend's house. Sounds like an effect you may have developed for attention. Right. So when I was like possibly younger than 5, because I don't remember how young. I know that it was either 5 or younger when my tics started, which is also before I remember. The first tic I remember having was when I was 7, and it was very painful, Very annoying, and I was upset because I didn't know why I was having that. I mean, why that was happening to me. So I find it really hard to believe that I would have made that up for attention when it's a clinically proven disorder that has existed for many, many years. That I was literally diagnosed with as a child, before I even remember. My parents had to tell me that. Right, but I got perfect amount of attention at a young age because I was an only child for 7 years. So you don't know anything about me and you're just saying that shit. Maybe if you learned something, you'd be able to say anything. Maybe if you were one of my parents, you'd be able to say something, but you literally don't know. You weren't there. Spent my whole life not wanting the attention for my tics. So that's not even what my content's about, if you have noticed. I educate on Tourette's. I'm an advocate for it because I literally am forced to live with it every day. To appease the parents. Hey, your child has a lifelong condition that is actually really fucking annoying that a lot of people will fake claim them for. I'm sure you're so happy about that. Does that appease you? You do realize that that's a really oh, I know. I know he is. But he's choosing to be on my live. He clearly wants my attention. Talking about attention seeking, but he's commenting for my attention so that I will respond. So, if you love talking about attention seeking, let's give you the attention, man. Unknown behavioral issues. You're literally making shit up. It's like you've never heard of the word neurodivergence before. Never heard of the word Tourette's or tic disorders? Those exist, buddy. There wouldn't be a diagnosis for it if it wasn't a real thing. It's literally signals misfiring from the prefrontal cortex of your brain to your central nervous system. Yeah, my best friend has arthritis, and she's literally she's a minor. Or at least was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, started off when she was a minor. So it's like, how are you going to say any of that stuff when you have no knowledge? My night's going well. How are you, Ice? How was your shift at work? I don't always have a neck tick with the snort. I had a neck tick earlier. I have them without people realizing all the time. That was one. Earlier when I tilted my head back and went like that or whatever. That was that was a neck tick. Yeah. I got diagnosed with Tourette's itself at 14. Yeah. And I got diagnosed with a tic disorder when I was like 5, so 6, 7. It's really funny when uneducated people and people who base their comments off of just zero logic. It's really funny because it's like everything they say is just turning against themselves. Ever sought a second opinion? Multiple doctors diagnosed me with it. Multiple. After many years of my life had gone by. What do you not understand about that? Like, if you saw me in public, also Eastern medicine, do you think I have a bunch of money? You think I have a bunch of money, bro? Like, I can't just... Exactly, who's he talking to? Who's he talking to? So if it was smooth, that's good, Ice. I'm glad. But yeah. Eastern medicine. I've never even been out of the country, bro. Would not be able to pay for that shit either. Also, if my Tourette's is not that severe, why would I need it? I wouldn't. Because it's not like that debilitating. Let's use our critical thinking skills. You know what? I'll take that back because not everyone has those. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, not everyone has those. Wish that, common sense from other people would help, but it just doesn't seem to help those who just lack it completely. Ice is right. Common sense doesn't seem to be so common. We are disabled. Could be environmental factors contributing to my issues. How is that possible if I've moved my whole life? How would it be environmental? You think the state of Virginia, the state of Ohio, maybe the state of Maryland, maybe fucking Colorado, you think all of those just could cause Tourette's? The air? Oh, really? Yeah, some security guy at school recommended that I see the Michael movie, but I didn't see it, but I heard that it was really good. How would it be social environmental if it started when I was a child, before I even remember? My social life would have been different then than it is now. And it has been. It's changed constantly. This guy's just saying stuff, thinking, it must be this then. Anything but the actual explanation, which is, like, far stupider than it would be to say, I have Tourette's, which I do. Literally, clearly has no knowledge and is trying to speak, like, oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Unstable childhood. Right. I never said my childhood was unstable. And I didn't say constantly moving around. I said, like, I've moved between different places within my entire life. And each place I stayed around 4 years. Now, it was 4 years one place, 4 years one place, fucking 9 years this place. Yeah, go watch one video, like, classic case. So, when were you a doctor that specializes in tics? Snorted at a cop? Well, I don't have many interactions with cops, so I don't really know how to respond to that. A sense of normalcy. It's so stupid. I literally have a nuclear family. Talking about normalcy. I very much have that. Thank you. Ver doesn't know anything about me and is just trying to say stuff. It's really funny. Like, say one more thing about me and then it's like, literally. Yeah, for real. Me and my 2,300 siblings. Hey, George, how are you? Okay, so you're in Afghanistan and you're talking about someone who lives in America. Underprivileged youth? I'm not underprivileged. And that's behavioral disorders. Literally a completely different category than Tourette's. Tics are not behavioral. What do you not understand about that? It's misfiring of the signals in the brain. It's a chemical imbalance, not a behavioral issue. Behavioral issue would be like anger issues, anger management problems. Something I've also dealt with. No, vaping doesn't help with my tics. But weed does. Hey Sharon, how are you? hey, so I don't care. Tic videos, I know that you support me. But rage bait or not, I'm still educating on the matter of Tourette's. I'm still educating about it. If this person is not rage baiting, because we don't know, just like I said, he doesn't know me personally, he doesn't know anything about my life, I don't know anything about him. So he could genuinely just believe what he's saying. I do sometimes use both, but that's only if I'm with my friends and have it, like, I don't have any actual, just like weed like at home, which I need to get some, I think, but my mom wants me to get some. Yeah, Sammy is a real one. Mr. Fake Name's also real because he's been here supporting me like since I started my channel. I know Tic Videos is good, I think. So some of these people, I'm like, I know y'all. I know Tristan was here earlier, and he's also a supporter from the very beginning. Like literally helped me get my very first subscribers. I just started a full bag of flour. Yikes! Oh my god. Flour or cocaine? Care to share with the class? That's funny. I don't think it was flour, guys. She said, I don't know about that one. Thank you, Mr. Fake Name. I appreciate you. See, these are real supporters, not Christopher Wellman, who's also been here for years. But he's just freaking odd. And he doesn't even, like, see my lives, I don't think. I think he's commented on my lives, but not during the live, like, after he's commented on the baking flour. Yeah, I actually figured that's what you meant. But I thought that was pretty funny. That man is a bot. No, because there's literally videos of him, like, just yapping on the internet. It's really funny because I was like, that's how I got, like, my description of him. Eye color, his hair color, I know what he looks like, I know what he sounds like. Like, that's why I have all that shit, because of his videos. And I remember seeing kind of, like, maybe, like, broken stuff in the back. I don't know, his, whatever place he's in looked really dirty and just, like, not kept and just really poor, which I don't care, like, that's whatever, but I just learned all that from, like, one video of his, which I thought was interesting. Or I'm thirsty. I wish that you could just, like, come with me. I wish I could go pick you up and we could just hang out. Should we be asleep? Yes. Are we going to? No. Thank you, Ice. I fuck with your vibe, bro. You've been so chill. But yeah, I wish that you could just, like, sneak out. Sharon. I'm not praying for you. I'm not praying for that, specifically. You know, you choose to do that. You get what you get from it. Thank you, Nicholas. I appreciate that. Nah, do you remember, Sammy, how, like, when I don't think, yeah, do you remember when I took it from the bag? I got, like, genuine trauma from it. I'm glad that shit went away, but yeah, that was really funny. I got genuine trauma from taking it from the bag, and it was like, and I don't say, like, trauma, like, lightly. I mean, I was literally having, like, panic attacks afterward. I don't know why that even, like, it was some stupid shit, but we good now. That was, like, years ago. You literally got back shots. Yeah, shots on your back. That was so good. That was so funny, bro. We were like, oh, time to go get back shots. Back shots? Back shots. What am I saying? Handicap plates for this experience. After this experience. Who are you, bro? I'm bored. Come over. I don't even know who you are. Only person I want to hang out with is my friend, Sammy. sleep on love of my dreams. We're literally like together. I'm not hiding in my car, I'm just sitting in my car. I can only wear these nails for 2.5 more days. Thank you, Zeke. Your cat gave you HIV? I don't think your cat gave you that. I think you gave you that from your cat, which is concerning. I make way less than that per year. Like, way, way less. Oh, I didn't see your coke question. Also, no, I've never done cocaine. Oh, okay. I don't have a cat anymore. Oh! Sharon. I thought you genuinely meant that. I was like, okay. Charles. Someone actually calls me that. By fucking your cat? By doing some weird shit to your cat? By your choice? That would be giving it to yourself. My boyfriend's good. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. It's not embarrassing. For some reason, like, it just does that to everyone. It puts some random person at first, and I don't really know what that means, because it's always just, like, a random person. Not when it's not when you're fucking your cat. Not when you're fucking an animal. It's not making love at all. That's literally sexual abuse. I hope you're joking, though, about doing all that shit. Is my boyfriend hot? Obviously. I don't know. When I used to do a lot more frequent live streams. Yeah, animal abuse, but also like sexually. I used to get like hundreds of viewers, I think, on the stream, but then afterward, when I would check it, it would be like, I think one of them, it was something. I think it was 60,000. I don't remember how many people. I live in a southern state. Yeehaw! No, I'm not in college. I haven't graduated yet. High school. This is my last year. I can't afford college right now. I also don't have a plan for that. Like I'm not a kid. I'm turning 19 this year. I don't know why that's a what the fuck. That doesn't deserve that, because that's very normal. That's why you're still in high school? What's why? Yeah, well, yes, of course. I'm not in college if I'm in high school, but I don't know. I don't have a plan. I just need to make more money so that I can move out this year and pay rent to live somewhere by myself. Well, I'm not doing OnlyFans, so I would go to college if I knew, like, if I go to college, okay, then I'm a kid in your eyes. I'm not underage. Also, what do you mean no traction? What are you talking about? Do you realize how many people like young girls? That's not good. Okay. Good for you. I don't care, Sharon. 10 viewers. Did you not hear what I just said? I used to get so much more when I was underage. I was getting like 60,000. And I don't care. I could get 3 viewers and I'd be happy. Actually, I got 1 earlier and I was like, hey, how are you? How? Who's dumb? I'm dumb about some things, but I'm literally just stating factual statements right now, so I'm not really sure what you mean by that, because there's nothing dumb about stating a fact. It's just what it is. People in my comments for real be like, go to the movies with your friends and do teenage shit. How do you know I don't do that? Also, you said you were leaving. That's what I said earlier, is that I was going live more often so people were watching it more. Exactly, if y'all, like, for real. No, for real. Like, what are they saying? Go help your child in distress then. I don't know what you're talking about. You're not talking to me. I'm not in distress. So, go help the child. I don't know what you're saying. No sleep, I'm rubbing my dreams. I have other friends with tics, not family. Filter out now, bitches. Oh my god. I need to write that down. That's so fucking funny. Filter out now, bitches. Kids get defensive like this? Who are you talking about? I still wasn't being defensive. I was still just stating facts. I'm responding like a normal person. I don't know what you're saying still. Yeah, so that's not the tics we're talking about, but that was a good joke. We're talking about tics with no K. I don't know when Sammy, like, when her tics actually developed. I don't remember. Other people, I did, I did meet somebody with tics, in 5th grade, and knew him for 8 years. Yeah. But I'm not friends with him anymore. Other people that I met with tics, I mean, I knew Sammy like a long time ago, but then there's like other people that I've met with tics, I met them in like high school, so. It's fun to take to church, that's funny. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have tics from FND as well. And then there's also some of those cases which they actually have a different condition, but the doctors are not realizing that, and so they diagnose them with FND, but it's actually the wrong diagnosis. And so that sucks. But I don't have all those other problems. I have other, like, conditions as well as Tourette's, and some that go hand in hand with Tourette's, or that, like, can affect each other, but I don't have FND. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. It's probably why I'm so good at, like, customer service. I'm very bright and articulate towards customers as well. Oh, yeah. FND is functional neurological disorder. It can cause a lot of different, like, problems. You know, I'm sure you know who Evie is. Tic videos, I'm sure you know. And ironically, there was a time where my parents considered that I might have pandas or pans, or, well, pandas I think is the one caused by strep, whichever one is caused by strep they thought might be. At one point they considered that. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know, because I know there's pandas pans, like there's pans as well. I don't remember which one. I think pandas is the strep one. Uh, but yeah, yeah. I mean, I didn't know about FND obviously until I saw Evie. Ghost stories, I do actually have some. So, there was. Well, they're not like super spooky, but just some interesting stuff that's happened. You know, or provisional tic disorder used to be called transient tic disorder. Just freaking fun fact. Ghost stories. There was one time I was brushing my teeth. I only had one sibling. She was a baby, so there was only one other person who could speak in the house, who was my mom. She was not speaking, she was doing something. I was brushing my teeth, and the front door downstairs was open, and there was like cars going by, and I could like hear them going like whoosh. And during one of the whoosh sounds of a car going by, I heard a female voice, one that I do not recognize, whisper my name. Like during the same thing, but I like heard it, and I was like, and so I was like 7, and I went up to my mom and I was like, "Did you say something?" Even though I knew it didn't sound like her, and she was like, "No." I was like, oh, "Okay." There was another time I was outside. Um, I was like frustrated with some friends, so I was standing by myself in a driveway to calm down. And I heard a man's voice. I kid you not, because I've always told people about these because it was crazy shit. I wrote it all down as well. I heard a man's voice say my name from like, you know how like, your ears can find where the sound is coming from. Something happens on your right, you hear it from the right. Something happens above you, you hear it above you, stuff like that. I heard it from diagonally, like above me. I heard a man's voice. There was no one outside, and it was above me, and I was like, I'm so fucking confused. Is that God? Is that God speaking to me? The ghost of Christopher Wellman. Bro, the ghost of Christmas present or past or fucking whatever was talking to me. There was another time I was in my room. I was spinning around dancing. I was by myself. The door was closed, and I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I just was like, okay, what the fuck? There was another time I was laying in bed, nighttime, trying to go to sleep, and this like I heard this sound of like metal, like grating or like something like that. Like if it was like a big metal machine with like metal teeth that were like, or I don't even know how to explain it. It was like this metal grating sound. I've never seen that movie. I don't know what that is. Um, and and when I heard that sound, I also heard like an ear-splitting scream of a woman. And there was nothing was happening outside. I'm in a very calm neighborhood. Everybody was sleeping. So I was like, it was my cane, I fell. That's funny. I was like, what the fuck? And then another time, it might have been the same night. I don't think it was the same night. No, it was not the same, I don't think. There was another time, I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep, but my eyes were closed, and I heard the sound of a female and a male talking and walking by me. I wasn't sleeping. No, I wasn't asleep yet. I was trying to go to sleep. That's my point. I hadn't gone to sleep yet. But yeah, one time I was laying there and I heard a man and a woman, like, even though I was in bed, in a bunk bed, by the way, so there's no possible way that that anybody was there. But anyway, because I opened my eyes, there's no one there. But I heard, and when I say, I don't mean like just hearing it in my head. I hear stuff in my head all the time. But I heard this stuff, which is why I was like, what the fuck? I heard them walking by and speaking. There was another time I tried like meditating into being able to like see spirits or like talk to spirits or some shit. Me and Christopher conspiring. And it worked because I was sitting there on my bed, focusing in front of me, and I ended up seeing like the shape of like a human, right? Or like the top half of a person, so that their head was like level with mine pretty much. But then the face because I was like seeing like the faces, like and it was like turning into a bunch of different people. Like it was a bunch of different faces, And at the same time, I heard like a bunch of whispers. And I was rocking back and forth and like could not stop it. Like I was trying to stop and I couldn't stop. So, and I remember telling my parents after that happened too. They were like, "Oh, you must have had too much caffeine." What? What? Caffeine doesn't do that. Plus, I had caffeine in my childhood and that never like was a cause of anything. Most of the time I had decaf anyway. Emily, yeah, for real. She fucking possessed me that. No, it was some crazy shit that happened to me. And I told my sister too. She knows about it. She's like, wait, wasn't there that one time? I was, yup. One time I was standing in my room, also here. I was standing in my room and I heard a scream like from somewhere behind me. I was just like, okay, great. This shit just, it's so random. You know what I mean? It's so fucking random. I don't think I have any more of my personal stories, but there's other stories from other people that I actually have like memorized and stuff. Yeah, I don't want to get paranoid thinking too much about it though. Be like, oh, spirits are watching me. Oh, my window is still fucking down. I'm thirsty. That's schizophrenia? It's really not. I don't think it is. It hasn't happened for years. And also, it's similar to other things that other people have experienced that don't have schizophrenia. It's just like some paranormal shit, which people experience. You wouldn't be telling every single person that's experienced something paranormal that they have schizophrenia. I'm responding to Jose right now. I don't see things, no. I don't see dead people. I don't see, well, technically that one time, yes, I did see something, but like I'm not having, you talk to somebody with schizophrenia, you learn anything about schizophrenia, it's very different. Because it's not like, it's just different. I've watched videos on it. I also knew someone who also has schizophrenia, but yeah, his was a little different. He didn't see things. He heard things. But it's not the same. It's just, yeah, I think it's different. And even if I somehow did have schizophrenia because of that stuff, and that was like schizophrenic shit, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't go looking for a diagnosis because it's not like something that bothers me, not something that's persistent, hasn't happened in a long time. So it's like, you know, I was a kid. Well, I'm streaming on YouTube. I had my TikTok live stream on and I didn't even turn it off, but it's just like frozen because I'm on here now instead. But I also live stream on TikTok because on TikTok it doesn't glitch, but I get less viewers on there, so it's less fun. Visuals. We need like you need to like draw like what Emily and Tristan look like. Who is Sir? Hello, fine sir. Who are you talking to? Bro, one time I looked at the comments on one of my YouTube shorts and someone said, so we're not gonna, or they were like, we're not gonna talk about how that's a man. And I was like, who's a man? There was no man in the video. I was like, I'm literally a female. Tic fan art, yeah. What are, it's like OCs of like our Tourette's characters. I don't know what, I know Tristan would be a guy, but Emily's a girl, so I don't know how to picture another girl that doesn't look like me, who would still be me. You saw that, Kylie? I thought that was some crazy shit, bro. That was really funny. I was like, what video are you watching? I was like, because there's also some people on my live streams that have been like, are you trans? And I'm like, no. I've been a female my whole life. I have posted multiple pictures of me as a kid. I just think it's funny. Like, some people, it's just rage bait. Like, when they were like, "You're wearing a wig," and I was like, no, I'm not. Like, this is my hair. And if they needed proof, I don't have a career goal, unfortunately. I don't really care about anything. I like music. I like singing, songwriting, making my own music, but I don't think I can make a living out of it. So, other than that, I have zero passion. I just need to make money so I can survive. I wish I had like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get a degree in this, but I really don't have that. Well, I have a job. Girl, you can't be my sugar mama, you don't have money! I have a job, but I don't have, like, I need a better job that pays more and is more consistent. Sorry. When I'm not speaking, I hope it's not boring. I'm just, like, waiting. My posture is so bad. My meteorology degree in 4 years, yeah, for real. That'll be good. That'll be really good, actually. We gotta, like, we're gonna be best friends forever. I'm telling you that right now. You have no choice. I don't care if you move to fucking Antarctica. You're still gonna be my best friend. I would have had time to got McDonald's if I went earlier. I could have gone. Fuck, I could have had a McDonald's live stream. I mean, I still could if I want. Should I stay up later and get McDonald's, even though I shouldn't? We're married canonically. Yeah, we are. See this ring? It's invisible, but that's our wedding ring. No, remember when wait, did I propose to you once, like, as a joke? I think I did. Should we have a nighttime McDonald's live stream chat? I have to pee, too. You know what? Let me do this, or hold on a second. Let me get... Can I do a poll still? Oh, if you go to your settings and go to all comments instead of top comments, then it should work. How do I don't have like wait. Is there no, like, these are just games. What the fuck is that? Oh no, I don't want to play that. I want to see, I can't do a poll. It's fine. I can only do it before I start my live. But then my viewers are slowly going down, so it's like, should I leave? Should I stay? I guess you're right. Yeah. I could go. I really shouldn't. I just can't tell if I really want... Well, it's 12:15 a.m. right now for me. I have school in the morning. I need to wake up. I need a shower. And I can't really leave school early. I can't leave school early, I know that. Alright, guys. I think I'm gonna go to McDonald's. I think we're gonna do it. Gonna have to change a few things about this situation. My phone is gonna move, so you're not gonna be able to see me as well. Senior prank, I don't have one. The McDonald's, I'm not going all the way there. There's a McDonald's that's open 24 hours, I think. Ah! Fuck. Ow! I think there's a McDonald's open, like, near me. Hold on. I'm gonna have to leave the app for a second, but I'm coming back, guys. Stay there. Okay. Yeah, so now I've gotta... Yeah, Sammy, she goes to school with me. Okay. So now it looks fucking weird, but I'm gonna have to change... I'm gonna have to turn this off. I gotta lock the fuck in. Hold on. What am I doing right now? Alright. Guys, I'm keeping this on... Oh, wait. I know what I was gonna do. That's what I was thinking of. I was gonna put my phone back on the charger. Alright. Oh! I can't get it to, like... Hold on a second. Let me see if I can, like, tilt my phone and then do that. Oh, I can! Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's go to fucking Mickey D's! I wish I had Sammy with me. We could go get it together. Be like, oh, late night dinner. Which way am I going? Wait. If I know which way to go. If I go out this way, then I think I'll actually get closer faster. I don't know. Yeah, our school is fucking ass low key. Wow, I can still see me perfectly fine, which is good. No sleep, not rebel my dreams. I've started around COVID times. Hey! That wasn't even me, bro. That was not even me. I'm being so... That was fucking weird. Fucking weird. Yeah, this year is like... Everything's stricter, but at the same time, they don't seem to, like, care about the real things that matter, if that makes sense. Sleep on brother, my dreams. Let's go, y'all. Sorry for your loss of experience. What are you talking about? Experiencing what? Oh, you mean like the prank thing? Yeah. Even, like, you know those trends that are like... I don't even... Mr. Close... I mean... Our principal is, like, so out... Like, I never... Our old principal was great. Always interacting with us, but I don't really see our principal do anything. Like, he's, like, just not around. You know what I'm saying? Or he is, he's just not the same. But him and our old principal are, like, friends, and they talk all the time. I'm going right. Why is it telling me to go right? Okay. I'm gonna go right. I didn't know that's what it was. Oh. Oh, that makes sense. Never mind. He visits... Oh, wow. That's nice. I saw him recently when I... Oh, I still need to put my check away. Or cash it in. I got a check for singing at an event where I saw our old principal. It's good to see him. But yeah, he said that him and our new one... I'm sorry. Am I going left or right? I'm going right. Okay. Y'all, Yeah, also the trend that's like anything but a backpack day. I think we've maybe had that, but it was like very strict. Like the stuff you see in the videos that are really funny, we can't even do that shit. Like, this won't tilt down any further. Can I go? Okay. As soon as I said that, the light turned green. I have magic powers, guys. I'm sorry, am I staying in the left lane now? I believe so. I'm gonna just stay on the left lane and hope for the best. Because I don't know where I am. Well, I do, but I don't know where it McDonald's is from this street. If I have to go right or if I have to go left. It'll tell me if I look at the screen. It says turn left. I'm in the left lane. I'm so fucking smart. Guys, I'm fucking goated. Oh, I can't, yeah. Red light. Oh, the McDonald's is over there, so I have to go straight. Well, I don't have to go straight. Oh, I don't have to go straight at all. But that's the way that I usually go. I'll go straight anyway. Or do I? Want to go straight? Just go right. I mean, go left. I might just do that, actually. When you were a student, you worked at a farm and released a bunch of wild animals into the school. So that's just, like, not good, though. You just can't. That's crazy. That's, like, dangerous for the animals, bro. Oh, I have, like, my steering wheel cover shedding on my face. Yeah. So when is this, like, gonna turn green? There's no one here. I just want to go. No sleep on rubber my jeans. You don't understand the acronyms? Wait, what acronyms are we talking about? Alright, now I know how to... Wait, guys, my card is at home. I kid you not. Hold on a second. I have to leave this again so that I can go and see if I have enough stuff on my app. Okay, wait, I don't have Apple Pay, but that's a really good point. You just gave me an idea. I do have my card on my phone. Hold on. I'm gonna try using that. Because I'm actually, like, not... I forgot. My card is in my work pants pocket, and it's in the dirty fucking laundry. And I need to... Not what I wanted. Okay, guys, lock the...
Welcome to McDonald's. Would you be using your McDonald's app?
Not right now.
Okay, what can I get for you?
Could I please have, a medium fry
Okay.
and a medium Sprite?
Okay.
That'll be all for today.
That will be 614 at the first window.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm so goated. What? No, but I love Sprite. I wish I could just pay with my kindness. They would not let me do that shit. Unk. Wait, guys. I have to use my card. Hold on. Well, not yet, but I will in a second. So I'm gonna have to leave the app again. But I will be back. I will be right back. You guys stay there. I have to pee. Like, I literally have to piss. Why is my hair doing that? That's funny. Time to go. Gotta get my card out for in a second. Hold on. Waiting for the cars to pull up and then I can use my phone to pay. Bro, I should be asleep too, but we all here for the vibes. I'm glad that you're here. It makes it so much better. No sleep. Oh, Robin, my... Gotta go. Hold on. I'll be right back. Nobody's at the window. Guys, what? Nobody's at the window. Guys, I'm back. It worked. Guys, I'm back. It worked. It freaking worked. No, not second window. It's a career center, CCC. It's just where we're located. Oh, I can put this back on the charger now. You can't hear me? Who needs sleep anyway? Full of Tics and weird ass references. No, sometime we should hang out and go live. That'd be so fun. Ow. Oh, shit. Well, not all the time. Sometimes we set off each other's tics when we're together. It just depends, I feel, on how active our tics are, how easily they're triggered that day. But I don't think it's a lot, sometimes. Oh, it's a Sprite and a fry, yeah. Thank you. You have a great day. Okay, guys. How do I get to the middle school from here? Actually, I think I do know how to get to the middle school from here. It's the same exact that I came. Alright. Oh, my window is still open. Alright, guys. Oh my god, my phone. I gotta stop fully at the light, check that there's no one there, and then I can go. Because I got a ticket once for not stopping fully at a light, but there was no one there. And I was like, okay, I slowed down and I was like, alright, no one there, I'm gonna go. But I didn't stop all the way at the red light, so even though I was turning right, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all never do that. Okay, once I go this way, I believe I'll go to the left lane. That was fucking loud. Oh, it was a motorcycle, that's why. So, whenever I get to Broome, which is the next street, right? I believe. Yes. Oh, I'm so smart. I figured out how to get there by myself without having to use the map. I'm so freaking clever. Like, I live here, I should know that. But bro, when I was in Philadelphia, I genuinely, so every once in a while I have a moaning tic, and will sometimes become frequent within the day or the hour, whatever it is, you know? And when I was, gotta stop at the stop sign. When I was there, I was having a moaning tic over and over again, but we were in an arcade, so no one can hear me. But I was like, I'm going left here. Right, yes, oh my god. I was like, what the fuck, bro? Let's not do that. Because I was in a group of only boys. I was the only girl there in my group. But they did not hear it, so it was fine. Actually, one of them did. And he likes to make fun of it and trigger it as a joke by moaning back, which is fine, but at the same time, I was like, let's not do that like around your mother or where people maybe can hear, because I don't want the other guys hearing that. Like, that's weird, you know what I mean? It was funny, but like, it's also like, all right, we don't need to be triggering that. You make noises to give your car hoist. I can't fucking speak. I'm trying to drive and read at the same time. Do you realize last year? I don't know what you're saying there. Going back to the parking lot so I can eat my fries and drink my Sprite. I told my parents earlier, I was like, I'll be back. I'm leaving early so that, or not really early, but I was like, I'm leaving kind of early so that I can, so I can be back, like, not too late. And I just decided to stay out. So I really hope nobody's in that fucking car. No one's in that car. Not giving it your piece it's loading, not looking at it when it's loading. Yeah, that's real as fuck. Be like, oh shit, this thing won't load fast. If I act like I don't care, that'll definitely do the trick. Oh, shoddy. I'm like in the same exact spot as before. Alright. Gotta eat now. Yeah. It doesn't. I'm so glad my moaning tic doesn't happen a lot. But when it does, it's quite embarrassing. Yeah, of course they trigger it because they think it's funny. And sometimes it is if it's like a funny tic, but at the same time, I don't typically always like for my tics to be deliberately triggered by those who don't have tics because it's just not it. It just can get uncomfortable. When I was in middle school, I felt this pressure of my friends wanting to hear the funny tics, and then they would try to trigger them, and it was just like, it got kind of tiring sometimes because it can be very, like, genuinely exhausting. Just turn your volume up. I'm not muted. There's a mute button on my screen, and it's not pressed. Yeah. I said all that, but he can't hear me. I'm stupid. Oh, there's fries down here. Just put the fries in the bag. Oh. That's good. I'm glad it's fixed. Oh, now that I have a bag, I can put my trash in it. I don't know which of these are trash. I'm gonna throw all of those away. And the thing left in here is like melted gum. Did you ever try to trigger tics that would get you in trouble? I've had people absolutely trigger tics that would, well, I can't get in trouble for my tics because it's involuntary. But yes, people have tried to trigger slurs and have succeeded in triggering those slurs. Both online and in person. People have done that. Like, that's one thing I'm like, if you're gonna trigger anything, let's not trigger the stuff that is really bad like that, because I don't want it to become a more frequent tic. And things that I repeat can often become a tic. Which is why, like, I'll say something stupid or funny, and I'll, like, keep saying it. My mom will be like, be careful, that will become a tic. And I'm like, oh shit, probably right. And sometimes it does. I don't trigger any of my tics on purpose at all. I don't trigger myself at all. So I really can't answer that question. Yeah, people did say the N-word in the chat, and I would ban them. People do it in real life too. It's like, part of me would be like, I don't want to get jumped by black people for saying the N-word. McDonald's, I just went. Mickey D's. But then the other part of me is like, these specific people who were triggering it obviously weren't mad because they thought it was funny. So I'm like, I'm not scared, but I don't want it to become more frequent. Like in lowercase, that's funny. Yeah. There was, yeah, sometimes if I hear like screams, it'll trigger my scream as well. Yeah, I do have tics like that. It's just, like, obviously, the frequency depends. I remember one time, I, luckily, before it happened, well, I could feel that a slur tic was going to come out, and I was suppressing it on live, and I muted myself on live for a second so that I could get it out. Oh, I almost choked on that fry. Why is there like a gem on it? Look. There's like a sparkle over the end. Do your tics just happen, or do you think about it before it happens? So, okay, that's a good question. So, for some but not all tics, you get a premonitory urge, premonition, where you feel it before it happens. That urge, that feeling you get, can be very quick before it happens, so you don't have time to react to it, or it can be a little bit before it happens, and then you do have time to react either by just letting the tic out or by suppressing it. So not always does it work that way. A lot of times I'm like, okay, I didn't expect it. But when I do have a premonition, if it's long enough, if it's a tic that I feel the need to suppress, I'll try. But otherwise, it's like there's not much I can do about that, because suppressing tics can be a lot worse than just letting them out. Yes, I have Tourette's. Yeah, people do get banned and shit for having Tourette's, because the algorithm or whatever the fuck doesn't understand. So yeah, obviously for stuff like that, so I could just not be live, or I can just try to mute myself, but regardless, yeah, if I hold it all back, there's a chance that I could explode. Uncontrollable speech is not hate speech. When I tick the word hello, which is an uncontrollable, involuntary word that I say, when I tick that word, that's not hate speech. I'm not hating on anything or anyone. Bro just said some shit. Didn't even make sense. Yeah. I keep forgetting I want to drink my Sprite. I keep forgetting. Oh, I know. I made a video, I think, about that situation, but I didn't know all the details, but what I did know is that people were getting mad. I guess what I think what happened is that people were getting mad because someone with Tourette's had an involuntary tic that was derogatory or something, or offensive, and people didn't understand the concept of the fact that it's involuntary because it's a condition. When there are movies made about it, there's videos, documentaries, there's simple Google search. I mean, yeah, for real. No, I just got fries and a drink. That's all I got. Medium fry, medium Sprite. I'm not hungry enough to get a whole meal. Yeah. What I find really weird is that some people are not misinformed because you'll inform them, and they still just choose to be ignorant. It's like, what is the point? You're not getting anywhere with that. Yeah, okay, so people, I don't know why they're offended by that. Why the people are offended by that, because for one, didn't he apologize even though it's involuntary? People with Tourette's usually do apologize. But, well, yeah. And, like, also, one of the triggers of literally, like, slur tics like that is seeing whatever, like, I'm not saying that, oh, black people equals the N-word. Of course not. But we associate that word with black people because they say it. We know that you're not supposed to say that to a black person. You're not supposed to call them that. And Tourette's involves the part of the brain that controls aggression. So things that are bad will often become tics. And that was a trigger. So, that happened. I think it was Michael B. Jordan. I don't know who it was. Oh, you're talking about Balin. I know who you're talking about. She's funny. Yeah. I've literally said that somewhere. Something about having a bomb. It's exactly the same thing. Same reason why people will they'll have a flipping off tic, or they'll say fuck. You know what I mean? It's all the same thing. Same thing with hitting yourself. Self-inflicting, it's negative tics. It's all part of that. Well, people. Oh, I just choked. Ow. Anyway. Yeah, I know. That was so funny. Sammy, that was so good. Yeah, flipping people off is a tic as well. People with coprolalia, so that is like swearing tics and obscene tics. So yeah, the obscene tics are caused by that, but like aggressive tics in general also exist without having coprolalia, like hitting, punching, biting, all that stuff. Oh, I haven't seen the movie, Sean, but I did see that scene. I saw like a clip of it on YouTube or something, and I saw the cheerleader scene or whatever, but I didn't see the movie itself. Many people don't have coprolalia, and they have tics without that. It's actually much more common, but it's just, I guess, just doesn't gain as much attention, which I understand that. But what does that mean? Get over sexual? Like, people with Tourette's can have sexual tics, or they say something inappropriate, or like they touch like someone's tit or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, Jonathan. Oh, situational. Yeah. That's a good point. Jonathan. Yeah, absolutely. There was one time I ticked the word quagmire. I made a video about it, and I was like, what the fuck is a quagmire? And then somebody was like, oh, it's from Family Guy, which I never watched. I wasn't allowed to. Didn't want to either. And another person was like, here's the definition of quagmire. It's like a swampy area. And I was like, so yeah, I didn't even know what that meant. And I said it. I also once said another word. It was like a really random word. I don't know what it was, but it was during a live stream. It was just like a random ass word. But then, like earlier, I had a tic where I did 6-7. Obviously, I know that because of the internet and because of people and stuff like that. That car smells like burnt erasers and expired mayonnaise. Weird. I don't smell that at all. I didn't know you were in my car. Because it doesn't smell like that at all. Like, my car literally just smells like... It doesn't smell like anything but like a car at night with AC going. Like, I don't know. It doesn't smell like anything. I don't even have like a scent or a freshener. It just smells like regular air in a car. I don't even smell the McDonald's. It's only fries anyway, so they're almost gone. I don't even eat mayo. Yeah, of course I remember the tics after they happened. There's been times where I take something and didn't even realize, and someone was like, they mention it, and I'm like, what? Did I just do that? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that. Aristotle, if you don't want to watch my video, if you don't want to watch my live, all you have to do is swipe your finger and you will leave the live. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. But yeah, I remember the tics after they happen. It's not like a lack of consciousness or anything. I'm very conscious when it happens. Like, you can't even see the food in my mouth. I'm far away. And also, I don't talk. If I have food in my mouth, I'm not talking with, like, stuff coming out, and I'm not talking with, like, my mouth wide open. Respectfully, my lips are big enough to cover that. When I was diagnosed with a tic disorder, I was like 5. I got diagnosed with Tourette's specifically when I was 14. No, for real. Yeah, like that one word. I used to know exactly what the word was that I ticked that was really random during my live. I don't remember now, but, you know, the frequent tics, I remember them. When my tics were worse, I pretty much thugged it out. I didn't have any medication for that, for my tics specifically. I had it for other things. I did end up having a medicine that helps with tics, I guess, and also, like, I don't know, but I had it for a little while. Got off of that as well. I don't know. Wow. No, the medicine did not really have side effects that I can remember. It was not. There's one that I'm on where if I don't take it, then I sweat really bad, especially like at night when I'm sleeping. But that's if I don't take it. Actually, Balin, I think, was on the same medicine, but for her, it would make her sweat a lot more. I don't know if it does that to me, but for her, it made her sweat a lot. Oh yeah, that was a freezing tic. Alright, freezing place as a tic. With your mom? Bro! I swear I had a tic like that in 8th grade. Oh, yeah. I had a tic like that in 8th grade. Where, like, I would go like, your mom! I don't know, it was so fucking weird. Of course I get annoyed by my tics. I'm so used to them and they're so manageable that it's not a lot, but when they get annoying, you know what I mean? Sometimes, if it's really bad, it can be emotional, but, you know, it's life. Wow. Okay. Yeah, my friends are used to it. Well, it depends. Because of how I won't tick for like a while, and then I'll tick. So, especially the snort will make people laugh. Otherwise, it's, I don't know. Have you not been here the whole time? Because I do have those tics. I do have offensive and swearing tics. We were just talking about that earlier. No, I'm not a man. Why do people ask that? I literally have photos of me as a child on, like, my page. I am a woman. I've always been a woman. I'm not trans, and I never will be. Yeah, I'd love to do more. I just don't make long videos anymore. I'd like to, though. It takes a little bit of editing, but yes, sometimes I do say fucked up shit. That's why I muted myself, because I was saying, like, I said the F word a bunch of times, and I said, like, a slur, so I muted myself, because I knew it was gonna happen. Like, I could feel it in my throat. My voice is not really deep. My voice is, like, moderately deep. It's not really deep. There are women with far deeper voices than mine. Because, no, like, the other day, I literally just kept saying, your mom's a bitch. And I was like, oh, okay, my bad, guys. Cap? Cap about what? I just stated, like, factual statements, and bro said cap. Well, I think I do have to mute so that I don't get banned. Yes, I started out saying wow, 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 and I could feel the other tick coming out, like about to happen, so I muted myself when I started doing that. Okay, if you say so, if you want to believe that I'm a man, that's literally your brain, your life to live. I can't control what you believe, but you're just believing a false statement because I am a woman. I've never not been a woman. There's literally pictures of me as a child. My, like, well, I don't know if I ever had my profile picture as me as a kid on YouTube, but I did on my SoundCloud account, which is linked in my bio, by the way. My SoundCloud profile picture, I'm pretty sure, is still a photo of me when I was a child, a young child, and I'm very clearly a girl. I don't know if it bans or not. But YouTube won't know that it's involuntary. It won't know that. It'll just be like, white girl says N-word. Bad. You know what I mean? Oh, what is this propaganda they're spreading? No, literally. Like, so who are we talking about? Because we're not talking about the same person. Because I'm not a man. There's no man in here. Quite literally, earlier in the beginning of my live stream, I didn't say I like to use the N-word. I have Tourette's. I have white chocolate. Do you like dark chocolate? Are you asking what I think you're asking? Do you like chocolate? I was like, ah! But yeah. Oh yeah. Earlier, I literally was like, oh my god, I left my bra at my boyfriend's house. And this guy's like, you're a man. Why would I have suddenly been like, if I didn't have... Yes. Also, it's not spelled like that, babes. Tourettetts. Tourette's. Tourette syndrome. Not for everyone does it make them say cuss words and slurs. But if you have coprolalia with your Tourette's, then yes. Aggressive tics like that are very, like, they come out, but it's not very active for me. Every once in a while. Yes. I'm in a relationship. Like that chick on TV. Not necessarily like her because... Oh, thanks. Because mine's not as severe as hers, but yes, she has that, so. Her name is Balin, by the way. If that's who you're talking about. Because she has that show. So I know that that's on, like, TV. Otherwise, there's a bunch of videos online about Tourette's. If you want to learn. Or just look it up on Google. It's 1 a.m. Almost. My parents hopefully are asleep so they don't even know that I'm not home. Yeah, I think I've tried to do that. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes I try to, like, change the tic into something else, but it's very hard to do that when the tic is a specific urge. Yeah, so that's probably Balin. Also, it's not a crazy chick. She's not crazy, she just has Tourette's. Yeah, she might be yelling crazy stuff, but she's not crazy. Last time I cried, I don't remember. Probably about like a video or something, or like a show. I don't know, but I don't remember exactly when. I don't yell crazy stuff at people. My tics are not that severe. I've already said that. So this goes goes in one ear and out the other. Sometimes my tics are worse, but I'm not like looking at people and being like and yelling at them. No, bro, you need to breathe. Tristan, stop that. Let Sammy breathe. You're my troll. I've had plenty of trolls on my live. Like, somebody was rage baiting me earlier. Or actually, I think they were just fucking stupid. To be honest. But I've had like 3 people. Like, be weird. Yeah, stress absolutely triggers tics. Stress, excitement, and environment, like how you feel or how much energy is around you. A lot of things can trigger a tic. Your bangs need work, lips. What? Okay. Yeah, I have other mental conditions. Well, Tourette's isn't mental, but oh my god, I've been on live for a long time. I do smoke weed. Yeah, I have OCD, depression, PTSD, and ADHD. And some of those and Tourette's are kind of like, they can go hand in hand sometimes. Not that every time someone has one of those that they're going to have the other, but that together is very common, and also that they can feed off each other in a way. Like OCD and Tourette's, you can have tics that you need to like repeat a certain amount of times because of your OCD. So, you know, which happens to me. I'm so confused. Yeah, weed helps. What tics? Well, I don't know what you're asking by that. Like motor and vocal? Well, my OCD isn't like, I don't have to like wash my hands a bunch or something like that. It's like, I noticed a lot of things would be setting something down, and then I'd be like, I didn't set it down right. I have to pick it back up, set it back down, pick it back up, set it back down. I'd have to like, I'd put something down and then I'd have to like scoot it. I'd have to like change the feeling of my hand. I don't know how to explain. I would have things in numbers, like 3s. Also, with the snorting is really bad because then I'll feel it in one side of my nose more than the other, and then I have to try to like get it to switch sides. It's really stupid. Yeah, I guess I try to stay away from crowded areas, but what? No. I'm 18. I'm turning 19 this year. Yes, that snort was a tic. The snorting is a tic. Bro's unk. Yeah, I know. I low-key just didn't even respond. Hold on, I have to look. Anyway. Oh, thank you. My nails are cute. This thing, it's like that in the other car too, where the thing is like, it won't stay up. The other one's broken. This one doesn't look broken. It's just not staying up against the ceiling. I don't really like that. No, I don't live on my own yet. I have to move out this summer. So I will be living, essentially, I'll be living in my own space, but yeah. Yes, I have ADHD. I just listed these things like 2 minutes ago. Yes, I have ADHD. Okay, you've already said you're not going to troll like 5 times. We know. I'd love to live with you, girl. I have to figure out what I'm going to do. New Hampshire dorm. Yeah. I can go there. I can just like go to your classes with you. And just like help you do your work instead of doing my own college classes. I love like 70s and 80s hairstyles, but I had bangs when I was a kid. I grew them out and I had them gone for a long time. I have like salt on my lips. I don't yell crazy stuff most of the time. It's not all about yelling. Sometimes I say crazy shit, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you like my hair. Yeah, I got bangs. I just decided to get them again. I wanted like the wispy, well, no, I started with the curtain bangs, and then I was like, okay, wispy bangs, and then I went to like these bangs. Looked pure. I'm not in college now, no. I haven't graduated high school yet. I'm in my last year. I'll be graduating in a couple months. Why does a girl on TV yell at people? She has Tourette's. It's a condition. It's a disorder. She can't help it. I stand on shaking. Yes, I also have Tourette's, but not everybody with Tourette's is the same. That's something people don't seem to understand. Is either, not saying that you don't understand. Thanks, Panda. But some people either think everyone with Tourette's has to be the same, otherwise it's not valid, or they think everyone with Tourette's is so different that it's not possible for people to have the same exact tics, which is completely false. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. He also has Tourette's. There's nothing else to elaborate on. What about the guy? What about him? Yeah. I don't know when I'm going to bed. I should just go pee in the grass. Wait, what was your previous message? Hold on, Tic videos. I'm going to find it. I don't even see it. At all. Unless it was the one about OCD. Yeah, I just went to Hershey Park over the weekend for a school trip. It was my first time ever going. My friend bought me this sweatshirt for me, which was really nice. He's very sweet. I stand unshaken. I didn't go on many rides. I went on like 2. Honestly. And I didn't like one of them, so yeah. It was more of like hanging out. We had our stuff that we had to do for the reason why we were there was different, not just to have fun. We did chocolate bar making stuff. Yeah, I live in a southern state. I wouldn't say I'm from the South, but I live in a southern state. I'm not like in Texas, though, you know what I mean? No, I did not eat a lot of chocolate. I didn't feel like it. I didn't even try my Hershey chocolate bar until, like, the other day after, I don't know, some time after coming home already. I bought, like, a strawberries and cream chocolate bar there or something. But, yeah, I didn't really have, like, a lot of... And I didn't even finish that until I came home because I shared it, so... Yeah, I didn't have, like, a lot of chocolate. It was more just, like, the experience and stuff. What the fuck? You don't even have an accent? What accent are you expecting me to have? I said I'm not, like, from the South. I'm in a southern state. It doesn't matter what state I'm in. People have different accents depending on what region of they're from, you know what I mean? They can be in a southern state and have a different accent compared to someone else from a different southern state. My favorite music, I have a lot of different kinds of, like, favorites. Alice in Chains, Guns N' Roses, Rat, Nirvana, and then there's, like, Chase Atlantic, Darcy. You seem like you're constantly on edge. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember there being any evidence to support that. I'm not on edge. I'm just chilling, actually. Stop reacting with aggression. I'm not reacting with aggression. Just because I speak bluntly doesn't mean it's aggressive. People are so soft. Just because I'm speaking blunt, just because I'm just answering, like, people expect... You do realize, like, I work in customer service. I know how to be, like, the entire time. I don't want to be like that the entire time. No, I'm not very aggressive. I'm actually just speaking. I'm just having a regular... just talking. Yeah, for real. I can be passionate about what I'm talking about. It's not aggression. It's very different. I'm not like, fuck you guys. That's aggression. I'm just speaking. I also put emphasis on different parts of my sentences, believe it or not, to emphasize them. So that's also not aggression, that's emphasis. Like that there. Wasn't aggressive. Yeah, the tone. I'm being blunt. I'm emphasizing. Also, because a lot of people, I'm going to be so honest, some of these questions are retarded. You can call that aggressive if you want, but I'm being honest. Yeah, it wasn't aggressive at all. Oh, yeah, the only messages I've gotten from you, Tic videos, is like that one right there. I haven't seen any other ones from you. I would have answered. No, you wouldn't. Custom slow G. You're actually wrong. You have no idea what I'm like when I'm working in customer service. I actually get told how freaking great I am because I'm so kind and I make conversation with everyone and I'm really nice and just like, I'm constantly smiling at people. It's like, honestly, I didn't call anyone retarded. I didn't say that. I said the questions were. And I was right because some of these people have been here on my live stream for a while and are still asking stuff that I've already covered. And are not understanding simple concepts as well. But I'm not mad at anyone. No, you wouldn't. You're just rage baiting, bro. Like, you're rage baiting. You wouldn't look at me and think that because I would not be giving any indication at all that I would yell at anybody because I don't yell at work. Like, seriously, when I compare the way that I interact with customers versus, like, other people, it's kind of baffling. Ugh. Because I am, like, so locked into it, where, like, it's almost like it's hard to not smile. Because it's just ingrained in my brain, like, this is how I interact. I'm pleasant. And I, like, don't know how to not be that way. You know what I mean? Obviously, when I'm on my own live stream, I can be however I want. Let's get Christopher Wellman! Let's get Christopher Wellman up in here! He'll defend me and then say some weird-ass shit afterward. Yeah, that'd be so funny, bro. Oh, you were asking about my stomach tick? I mentioned that so early, like long ago. I've had that for a long time. I can actually show you. It just happened as soon as you I am pleasant to my viewers. Just because it's not your opinion doesn't mean it's not true. Maybe because this whole time I've been looking at your so I remember like some of the stuff that you said, and it was. You have to understand that when people say things, they're gonna get a reaction based on what they say. And also, if people are choosing to watch my live stream and interact with me, that's a choice. They can just scroll off. So, if they don't like me, they can leave. I'm not stopping them. I'm not being mean to anybody. I'm just reacting. So I don't like tense my ab muscles. I have to be careful because, like I said, my bra is at my boyfriend's house. I literally forgot it. But my stomach tick is like, ugh, I can't even like, bro, I can't even like move. You were not curious. You were just completely stating a claim that I was a man. Or somebody was saying, like, no, she is a man. I'm like, I'm not. Anyway, hold on. I don't want to move my phone. But it's like a thing where I like roll, look, it starts from the bottom. And then it rolls up like that. And then I have to like press down so that it's like right under my rib cage. So that like my skin is under my rib cage. And it's really weird. Well, maybe you didn't state, but somebody did. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back right now. And see. Because are you a man? Yeah, you are a fucking liar. You literally said cap. I was like, no, I'm not a man. You were like, cap, you are a man. Because you said something after you said cap, you said something again. Claiming that I was. So you're literally just wrong. Oh, I didn't know that I could do that. Thanks, Jonathan. Sammy, I'm glad you remembered. But I went to check because I like to check my facts. No, it was always like that. It didn't start as anything different. Like, I would literally have to roll my stomach and then lean forward and press down. And it's weird, and I still had to do it since then. Said, oh yeah. How do I put these? Oh, right. That's only gonna make me have to pee more. Bitch. I'm not a lunatic. Maybe that's your opinion, but it's certainly not a factual statement. Bye, Tick videos. Have a good night. Oh, that's my dad. I gotta go.